So the name Pressa, how did that come about?
Pressa, my father's name is Prestige, right? So his nickname's Prestige. So at first my name I was about to say Lil Pressa, but I was like, nah, man, I wasn't feeling it. I just said Pressa for short form for Prestige, right?
Aha.
So it was like Prestige, but like Pressa, you know. But then the news would try to make my name out of nowhere, like, oh, presses for pressing triggers on a gun and stuff, and they don't even know what the real meaning is. They just want to tarnish my name and stuff. So it's like a little fucking war with those guys, those media guys, man. Like those guys, man, those guys be fucking up my name all the time, man. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, when I first heard it, I thought it was like pressing up on people. I didn't think it was pressing a gun. But I
Yeah.
thought, someone who presses up on people.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But it's basically a little prestige.
Yeah, yeah. Prestige means like he has a name in the streets, right? So
So at one point, your brother gets convicted.
yeah, my brother got convicted for organized crime, the Project Marvel YBK raid. I was currently in, that was 2011, the end of 2011. I was currently incarcerated as a YO. I think I just turned 15. The police raided my house for like 2 guns and like a bunch of cocaine and stuff and ecstasies and some money and shit, you know? And then after, I ended up pleading to all that shit in my mom's house. And because I was like selling shit through my mom's house and stuff. Like I was selling like food and stuff. Like I was selling crack through my mom's house and stuff, and I could talk about it because I got convicted for it, you know. So, and then that was the one mistake I did wrong, selling stuff through my mom's house. That's a mistake that where shit went rock bottom. I ended up doing like, I don't know. They gave me like 14 months for that. I ended up doing 14 months in YO, but while I was incarcerated, um my brother would try to give me weed while I'm in like open custody. So like these guys were being under investigation for like all these crazy shit, you know. So while they're being investigated, he's kind of like bringing all the heat on me. So I'm telling him like, yo, man, I need some weed to smoke, man. I need to do my time, you know. I'm young, I smoke weed. And then he ended up coming to give me weed. And then after like a couple weeks later, they did the raid. And then after the police came and busted my open custody house. So they came and they raided the open custody house for me. I was just like 15 at the time. I ended up getting charged for like organized crime and the purpose to sell marijuana and stuff, you know. But they end up dropping the organized crime and stuff. But I'm still, I had to plead to something else, but I'm still twined into the Project Marvel. So whenever I get pulled over or anything, they take me serious, you know. So they'll be like, "Oh, that's Project Marvel," blah blah blah. But my brother, he got convicted for being like one of the CEOs, like one of the like CEOs of a criminal organization, and they gave him 10 years, along with a couple other dudes, a couple other of his friends and stuff. But then, yeah, I ended up coming out of jail, and I was out for like 10 months, and then I went on the run for this next case, and then yeah, I got caught when my dad came out of jail, and then I came back out. And, I don't want to get back all the way.
Oh, okay, so you get locked up, and then your brother gets locked up essentially like as you're getting out or right around the same time?
No, he got locked up like 5 6 months before I got out of jail.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, your brother, I think he mentioned that he felt like he let you down when he ended up getting locked up.
Yeah, but he didn't let me down. You know? I'm my own man. You know, like I was raised right. You know, so like I could fend for myself out there in the streets as well, right? Like, but like I was just his little brother, so he's always worried about me. You know, so even if I had like a little brother, I'd be feeling the same as well, right? You'd
Right.
always be worried about your little brother as well, right?
So your brother ended up getting 10 years.
Yeah,
And then you get into the situation you talked about where you were on the run for attempted murder.
yeah,
They finally caught you?
yeah. They caught me.
Okay, and what happened with that case?
Um. I beat the case. It was like the case got thrown out as well. I did end up doing
Okay.
like 9 months in jail, like 10 months again. Like when I was like 18, I ended up doing 10 months in jail, and then I beat the charge 10 months later.
Did they drop it or actually went to trial?
They no, they dropped it.
Aha.
Yeah.
You know, getting caught selling crack is one thing, but having a murder, sitting over you is something else. Like, how much pressure were you feeling going through that, knowing that, if this goes wrong, I'm going to be right there with my dad in the same situation?
No, it was a attempt murder.
Oh, so, okay, but still, attempt murder is still a lot of time.
Yeah, yeah, but like it was. No, I knew I was innocent though, right? So I kind of wasn't stressing out because I was like, no, man, like fuck all this shit, bro.
Right, but you were still on the run, meaning that you were still, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, I knew I had to go in jail though. I knew I had to go to back to jail, and I was on the run for like 14 months or something. I was 17 at this time, and I was on the run and stuff. They caught me halfway across the other end of the country, and then like I was just 17. I was just jump on the Greyhound and just got the fuck out of there, you know.
How did you feel when they dropped the charges?
Yeah, it was good, man. I walked out the courthouse with a walk, you know, like I was like, you know what I mean. I wanted
Yeah.
something bigger for myself, anyways. You know, I always wanted to be a star. Coming like growing, I grew up a star because like we'll do music videos in the neighborhood as well, right? And like they would always say, "Yo, we want Beanie Pressa, we want Pressa man on his dirt bike. Yo, go get your dirt bike, kid." You know, I'll go pull up with my dirt bike and just get my cameo. They used to love me. I used to be in Beanie Man. I was in Beanie Man's video. You know Beanie Man.
Hmm.
Beanie Man came to the neighborhood, and I was like, "Yo, bro, I'm the real Beanie, eh?" And he's laughing at me. I was just a little kid. He's like, "Yeah, I love that mute there, dog." You know. And